Welcome back to Careful Boys.
Hey,
what's up, people?
Boys.
Be careful. Did you know that we changed it to Careful Boys?
No, who are the Careful Boys?
We are, and you could be one.
You could be one.
What if I'm reckless?
Oh shit!
This dude's sick.
Comma Boys. It's like, hey, Careful Boy.
Oh, that's so you are
Yeah,
reckless.
yeah, yeah.
It's-
Well,
they're careful of you.
It's whatever's convenient for you.
I want to be that reckless kid.
Yeah.
like
hey, careful, boy.
Yeah.
There it is. See, he's still there.
As a guest, the merch ideas are off the fucking chain, dude.
Very safe.
Oh yeah.
Or the press conference.
Yeah.
Wait for the press
It's
conference.
Elmo with duct tape on his mouth.
Oh, that's
Crazy.
Hard.
Yeah, you're the reckless one in the group.
Oh, the wild kid.
Taking it back to Nickelodeon, though.
Nickelodeon. Is that my new nickname?
That's what he said.
Nickelodeon. Because he's Nick, but he likes dick. Nick likes dick, so it's Nickelodeon.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's
You
a
know
good
how you're the
nickname.
reckless one?
Yeah.
My thing is I like
Just
dick
hung like
apparently.
He's the dickless one, dude.
Please, I wish.
You're the reckless, he's the dickless.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
He's a you Nick. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good too.
No more dad jokes, please.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you're gonna make me throw up.
That wasn't even a joke. That was just destiny, bro.
Can you just tell us about the story, Thomas?
Yeah, what were you telling us about?
I didn't think it was that interesting, but
It is interesting.
I came home and my wife was watching this video about the Ace family. I didn't know who they were.
You guys know these?
No.
Yep.
So they're these family vloggers, but they imagine on the 10th level where they're flying in private jets,
They got PJs.
like celebrity style homes, fucking like the ones with the fountain that you drive around in a circle, like that kind of shit.
From YouTube only, or
The Logan Paul, the Logan Paul of family channels.
But because of YouTube, or did they have like some shit make that?
I don't know. I don't know. I just seen a couple
I
videos.
think from YouTube, like yeah.
So it's like us in like 470 years at this rate.
What's their first video?
Hey, we're gonna do it though.
470.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah. We're finally gonna cross 2 million subscribers 5 years from now. And then
10 years from now.
10 years from now, it's gonna be 3 million.
Yeah.
It's a deflationary channel.
But if Logan Paul or the Paul
on pace.
brothers were a YouTube vlogging family, that's it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who they were, and my wife was watching this video about this. I guess there's a whole category of YouTube videos where financial advisors break down like different YouTube channels and kind of see their spending habits and see kind of where they fucked up or whatever. And we watched this video about how they bought a $10 million home, and they used two different loans. One was for $8 million, and one was for like 1.5 or something.
Which is 9.5, not enough for 10, but that's the math.
What about a down
Oh,
payment?
but they put 5 in. Come on now.
But they were using these loans that I guess people that flip houses use. So it's really high interest rates.
Oh.
Exactly. You're supposed to pay it back within the year.
Yeah, yeah.
At like 25%, right?
Yeah, and they were using this to buy their $10 million home in like Hollywood Hills or whatever the fuck. And I guess they're getting foreclosed and they're getting kicked out of their house.
Get the fuck out of
Whole
here.
thing, dude.
I don't believe you.
The guy with the mic was saying it, dude. I don't know.
You're kidding me right
How do you
now.
find out what kind of loans they have?
I guess it's public record.
Is it the arm one?
It could be. That's one of them. I mean, there are some really high interest loans that'll be for a short period of time, like 5 years or 10 years. And most people that flip houses like to use them because then you can get access to money fast. You don't have to put too much money up front, and your goal is to finish the project within a year, so you get out of there.
Yeah.
And then you're paying like interest only or something like that.
And then
So-
that's why Dave Ramsey says don't ever get those stupid ass fucking loans because he got crushed during the fucking recession.
Dude, Dave Ramsey's the only guy worth $300 million who won't buy a new car.
I like his style though.
Yeah,
What car does he
if
drive
you buy
now?
a new car, he calls you a pussy.
He's like, you're a bitch.
That's a waste of money. What kind of car does he drive?
Dude, he drives an old Acura.
Do you think he actually does though, or is he just doing that for the content?
Everything's paid off.
I think
I don't know.
I think with his history, like, you know, he got crushed during the recession. He was over leveraged. He was doing that shit. He was getting those fucking arm like short-term loans, and he was fixing, flipping, doing all that stuff, and he got absolutely destroyed. So he's traumatized from that. So obviously his advice is going to be based off of, you know, his anecdotal example of life, and, you know, yo, fuck, I fucked up, don't get loans.
That's what all the advisors, I think, come from. They either come from, they're preaching from their trauma, or they're preaching from their success. And I think that's why it's so different.
Because if you ask Grant Cardone, that fool's always like 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, you know, like, let's go bigger and bigger and bigger. So,
Shit. I want to watch that guy. It's way more fun than Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey just yells at me the whole time, and I'm like, I know.
you gotta save money, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, I know.
Dave Ramsey, it's like kind of like the Asian approach. Like everything you buy cash. You don't ever fucking take any loans out. You take one really solid step at a time.
No cards, no credit cards, cut them up.
If Graham Stephan became a grumpy old man, it's Dave Ramsey is his future.
It's like if Graham Stephan drank one muscle milk.
But that guy looks super
Just one.
happy. Graham Stephan always looks super happy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if like the market's tanking. He's just like happy about it.
Does he have Robin vibes in real life?
He's fucking like really about everything that he does. Like you think I have a schedule? Damn, this month I was trying to I've been trying to figure out to have him come on my podcast, and he's like, I'm slammed from 8 to 7. He was showing me a schedule. It's like every hour he's doing something. He goes, so if I could squeeze you between 7 and 7:30, maybe, or it's got to be like on the weekend. And I'm like, damn, this whole schedule's crazier than mine.
Do you schedule?
7 to 7:30.
That's wild. Do you schedule jerking off? Honestly.
What's your schedule?
Okay, all right.
If you would, when would you?
It's probably indirect. It's probably like, oh yeah, I just have like 30 minutes of rest time.
In between sets?
I let my hands tell me. So if I'm going like this, I go, oh.
He seduces himself.
You gotta get in the mood.
When you work on a body like that, you can get turned on by that.
He just touches his own washboard abs, and he's like, all right, this is happening, and he puts his hand down there. That's pretty tight, dude. And you're really in touch with your sensual side.
I touch my body and I'm like, oh, I'm not in the mood. No. I have a headache right now, but
I'm too tired.
we're not doing this.
That married life, dude.
Do you like work out, have calluses, and then it's like,
Oh, dude, sometimes you're jacking off. I gotta use the other hand. Because that fucking hurts.
Dude, that's why you gotta wear gloves.
It feels better, dude.
I wear gloves when I work out all day.
What? Let me see your hands.
how soft is your dick?
Oh, you got clammy hands.
Do you
They're
ever
lubricated. That's awesome.
a little bit? I get a little anxiety, you know.
How do you lift then?
They're callous
Bar
stuff.
slip on you?
Oh yeah, I don't think the bar gets nervous.
You don't spit on your hands
You
before?
were saying off camera you cannot get a girl. Is that why?
It's definitely because of the callus.
Yeah.
And clammy hands.
You don't have any calluses. Your hands feel like vaginas.
That's a callus. That's so deep. You can see that.
It does look like callus.
That's so deep.
Put a finger in. No, like this. Put a finger and go like this.
Yeah, what an asshole. I held a girl's hand.
You're moist, fool.
I'm moist.
You want his finger or my finger?
Put your finger. His hands are turned on.
Fuck his finger. I mean, fuck his cup.
That's a vagina. Dude.
That's
Close
very
your
warm.
eyes.
That's very warm.
What, you
Oh,
want
wow,
them
that's
cold
very
and dry? You're gross.
No,
Are you
warm
a
and
dry
wet.
jacker?
no, I'm saying I would love to. Jack.
Are you a dry jacker or are you not?
Dude.
What do you mean?
Dry jacker or
You use lotion?
No, I don't use lotion.
I don't use lotion.
I've never used lotion.
I ain't got me either. I ain't got time
I
for
use
that.
lotion once to find out.
That's weird to me.
Then I don't use it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
It is
know,
the extravagance. I don't know how deep we're allowed to go in this thing.
No,
As
go
deep as you want.
People are doing like different fruits, and they're doing like the plastic bag with lotion in their couch.
I never tried that.
No, I don't have the time or imagination to do any of that.
I fucked the couch dry.
I think the grapefruit is the joke. Or they warm up a squash.
I wish I had that
I've
creativity.
seen that.
You gotta fucking.
But that was to suck a dong, though.
Yeah, the visual I get.
You see him.
The inside star action.
The noises that came out of that video, crazy.
With the lady?
Yeah, the
The
noise.
ASMR of that is crazy.
Which one?
The Slurpee one.
I was like, to do your man a favor, and then you put the grapefruit in the microwave, and you cut it.
One of my biggest YouTubes is you reacting to that on my YouTube. I don't even know if you know I was filming. I just said, and then me and Nads put it on, and you and Gio are just like.
I don't remember.
She's really going ham on it?
She's going to town.
Yeah, it's like
It's an instructional.
wow of how to suck dick.
And she's labbed up, so it's like it's in there, bro.
It sounds like the lab's in the banana.
When that goes viral, like the next time that maybe her and her guy are hanging out with like their friend group, you think everyone's just kind of like,
They just put a grapefruit in the middle.
okay.
Fruit platter?
Yeah, right?
What would you do
I'm a
with
fan of the
this?
grapefruit video. It's on my shirt.
It's always the weirdest thing. No, one of the best things, because you're talking about all this loan shit, I was at Maker Studios, which was like the fucking place where all these tubers came and all these noobs came to, and they were new. They were new to the space, right?
Yeah.
But they're making fuck tons of money,
Yeah.
clearing crazy checks, and then they're immediately buying like $5 million houses. Everybody's doing it, by the way, and then you would see the slow degradation of like that.
Their lifestyle?
Yeah, their lifestyle, slowly but surely, every single time.
Damn.
People doing this stupid shit.
5 million.
Fucking themselves, coming into the office. I'll never forget a tuber that everybody knew back in the day.
Today's video is brought to you by Hello Tushy. Man, you know what life is like without a bidet?
It kind of sucks.
It's like when you gotta scrape your butt on the concrete floor without any type of soft soap or nothing to clean your booty hole.
Have you ever wiped your butt so much that there's blood on the toilet paper?
Yes.
and it's not very comfortable.
Dude, I pop a hemorrhoid doing that.
You did? Mm-hmm. Oh man, that hurts.
But you know what's cool is that Hello Tushy, they sent me a bidet, and I hooked it up. The number one thing that I love about it is that I don't have to plug it into anything. Like, meaning electricity wise, right? I just use the plumbing that's already in the toilet. You just hook it all together, and that's because I don't have a socket in my bathroom that's close by anyway.
Yeah.
And it's just super easy to use. You just twist it on one way and it cleans your butthole, and then you twist it on the other way and it cleans the actual stick of the spray.
That's dope.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about it is that it is the most anal pleasure you can experience without being sexual. You know, it's a platonic. It's a platonic.
It's a
relationship.
platonic relation. It's like a massage, but not sexual.
No.
It's like.
Cause I don't get horny, but I
Nah.
go, thank you.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to the Korean spa and a man scrubs your back.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexual about that. What it feels like is my big brother or my dad bathing me as a child.
Yeah. Feel cared for.
It's nurturing.
Nurturing.
It's
yeah.
fucking ass nurture.
So if you want your butt to feel clean, fresh, nurtured, and have the best platonic relationship ever, and this is a special offer for our listeners, it's hellotushy.com/offtherecord for 10% off plus free shipping. After you buy it installed, don't forget to tag them on Instagram at hellotushy to show them installed on your toilet.
Oh yeah.
Say his name.
I won't do it to him because it's such a true story that I don't want to embarrass the guy, but he comes in crying. He's crying his eyes out, and he's like, you know, he's got to be like 20, and he's like, nobody ever told me you had to pay taxes. Because he just got his tax bill, and it was fucking crazy, and he just found out that because he hadn't been spending any money on really anything, like not really, right? Yeah. He wasn't buying major things. He was fucked. Because you guys know how that is. If you're not spending your money, you got to pay that at the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's the age you figure out.
But that's a good problem to have if you pay taxes and you have money left over. But if you didn't buy write-offs, that's where you fucked.
I feel like you can't blame them at 20 though.
Yeah. No, but
20's young. Like they don't know who teaches you shit.
Or
until you get
mad
fucked
at
and
the
you're crying.
person who's like super rich, so they have to pay hella taxes and learning about that, or just somebody who like doesn't have to pay hella taxes because they don't have money.
Yeah, they never learn.
Like,
I learned through a friend. Like, he was making stupid money. We were like 22 years old, and he was telling me like, yeah, I had to buy this fucking car to write it off.
Shucks.
And I was like, oh. And I was like, wait, what? You have to do what? And he goes like, yeah, I have to pay $60,000 to my taxes. And I was like, why? I had no fucking idea. I had no concept of that.
There's a year that me and Joe crushed it, right?
Yeah.
And then so we were living like a little bit more enjoyable.
that's when you guys got the Maseratis and Jaguars and shit.
And then the taxes came, and I'm like, wait, how do I not have enough money to pay for the taxes that I made that come with making that amount of money? And I was like,
I don't
what kind of
understand
fucking
this.
math is this?
hey IRS, this is some bullshit. You guys need to fix your shit.
This is an issue.
I was like, wait, what?
I don't have no money left over. What the fuck?
Wait, don't I pay taxes on the money I have left over? I don't have that much left over. I'm like, what the fuck?
The math didn't make sense.
It's so normal though, like athletes, talk about like YouTubers and athletes kind of the same, right? Like you just kind of whatever, and then you're like, oh shit, I just popped. Here's a
I would say anyone in the entertainment space, anyone that has never been in the finance space ever, they get fucked, dude.
Oh yeah.
Because you just don't.
Because you're artists.
Yeah,
You're like,
just don't
you know,
know.
you just win the lotto.
Gosh, we have a shitty education system that doesn't prep you for that kind of stuff.
It's almost like they want you to get in debt. Weird.
It's almost like they don't want you to understand how to budget and
I don't think
finance.
I'm an idiot, I think. But when we first started like selling merchandise and stuff like that, I didn't fucking think to charge California sales tax for California sales.
Right.
So
Oh,
when people
shit.
were ordering merch online, we were shipping them off to different areas domestically. But then everybody who was ordering in California, I didn't think to add the sales tax on at the time.
It's because they don't tell you, right? Like,
Yeah,
you know, on
they don't.
Shopify, it'll be like, do you want to charge tax? And you love your people, so you're like, hell no, I'm not gonna pay tax.
I love that you love your people.
The fuck no, ain't nobody paying taxes. And then you get some, and then you get like,
tax free.
You're like, oh no, I selected no. Nobody's paying taxes on this.
Who's the boss now, Biden?
But that shit hurts, right? That you have to learn the hard way because nobody teaches you the fucking textbook way.
I also think because like 90-something% of the world is getting ready to be a part of the workforce, where
it doesn't
taxes,
matter.
it doesn't matter. So when people talk about taxes, most people don't know what the fuck they're talking about because their taxes come out of their paychecks. They're not talking about if you own a business, if you're like an investor or
contractor, even.
if you're a freelancer, whatever, right? They all have a different rule or guideline and percentage that they go by. And if I think that makes up less than 10% of the workforce. Because like entrepreneurs, business owners, I think is less than like 4% or some shit. So then the school system is like also like, why teach that?
Yeah, we ain't trying to make people entrepreneurs.
All my friends look at me and they're like, yeah, I did my own taxes. I'm like, no shot can I do my taxes. Like, my shit's all over the fucking map. And they're like, yeah, man, I just like moved the decimal 1 point and just sent the check. I'm like, it ain't that simple over here.
Yeah, dude. I get so stressed when taxes come around. I'm like, it's the fucking worst time of my life.
I don't get stressed. My CPA gets stressed because I make him sweat, dude. I'm like, I didn't do that.
I even
just
sweat
moved that over. It's like, how many miles you
papers.
drive? Fucking a lot. You know what I mean?
many, dude.
Start saying shit.
And then you get a fat bill and you're like, oh man, I didn't write off.
Or you're just like, hey, did you buy software for your business this year? Fuck yeah, dude. I buy software all the time, right?
I remember watching my mom do taxes, and she would. That's when they used to keep receipts and stuff.
Yeah.
And like the dude would come over, and then she's there with a ton of receipts, and they're sitting there for 4 hours.
Even bills were like that. My dad would just like disappear for 2 hours. He just locked himself in the office and he's just paying bills, you know? And you're like, what the fuck are you doing back there? I just throw everything on a credit card and pray I got enough.
Is your dad a business owner?
No, I don't know why.
I think that was just the regular
I think that's
thing that
because
people did, right?
Yeah, bills you had to go by paper.
Yeah, like you get Edison. Yeah, Edison.
Shoebox full of receipts and shit.
And so he'd just be back there doing shit.
Like it was a time of day, or time of the month where you would have to sit down
Writing
and like.
checks and shit. I'm like, fuck it.
You gotta pull out a giant checkbook that has like the long.
You had to mail it, bro. You had to mail it. You had to put the fucking bill in the mail.
Or even your write-offs.
That was the 90s. That was the 90s.
I used to have a tradition where I went to a Mexican restaurant with all of my fucking write-offs, and I brought a highlighter, and I would just sit there and fucking sip a margarita and just fucking.
Might as well enjoy this thing in margarita.
Why don't you guys use Excel? That's what I used to do.
Our first couple of years, remember, we would have a highlighter day.
Yeah, that's true.
the rough-
These are write-offs.
We would like take it and we would print out all of our statements for the whole year, and then me and Drew are like, highlighter day.
Yeah. It's so much easier now. A lot of banks just do that for you.
Apple F, dude. You just hit the Apple fine. And
It's already categorized.
Oh shit! What am I paying a tax team for?
Man.
Put it into like a pie chart, like entertainment, automotive, whatever. They do all that.
Yeah, and you just print it out, give it to your accountant.
Yeah.
Man, it's some old people shit, dude.
yeah, like sitting down and like writing things out.
That's why I think athletes and artists and singers and everyone gets so fucked by business folks and managers because they don't want to deal with this shit. They just want to make music and stay in this. Like, can you imagine fucking Prince sitting down with receipts and shit? That motherfucker's calculating there.
It's a highlighter day, bitch. I can't.
I mean, do you think Michael Jordan would be that great if he had to spend time fucking doing accounting and taxes and shit?
But then what are your options? You go get a pro who may fuck you over, or a lot of them just get homies, but they don't know what they're doing, and then that's how you get it. Even Lionel Messi,
Really?
I think he's the third highest paid athlete of all time. Yeah, he got a tax fraud. What? No way. That dude's worth 300 million. No way he's trying to fudge.
He's not doing it. His accountant fucked up.
Somebody fucked him over.
Either on purpose or on accident. Maybe he hired his cousin because, like, yeah, man, you need a job, and then his cousin doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and
You know,
Gotta go to jail.
you know who makes so much money you could fuck him over and he wouldn't even know is Mayweather. You could be fucking him over and he makes so much money anyway.
Because he's not doing his taxes.
No, fuck no, dude.
200 people on his fucking payroll, and then walking with.
He's just got nothing but cash on his bed always. Like,
There's a plane in Vegas that just says Mayweather on it. Yeah, dude.
he never uses it.
I'm like, what the fuck?
it's just for branding. It's a billboard ad.
It's just there, dude.
That's his tax write-off.
747.
That's the new wave, dude. Have a PJ on the plane with your name on it. That's the ultimate.
That's what fucking Drake did.
Did he?
Yeah, have you seen his plane?
No.
Did it say OVO?
Yeah, and it's actually kind of dope. It's it's like clouds.
Yeah.
So it's like pseudo camouflage when you're in the sky. The whole thing's painted like a cloud camo. It's kind of sick.
But what if he's gonna crash and shit? You don't know.
Is that legal? Traffic control. Just slamming birds.
Yeah, there might be a propeller guy. Like he doesn't have the same equipment. You
A
know.
little Cessna.
And the neighbors are like, "Holy shit! A cloud hit your fucking house." It was horrible.
Oh, shut the fuck up. He doesn't
sick.
have a full 747.
As if you're reading this, we left.
He has a full-on fucking.
Sick.
Is that a 730? Yeah. That's one of those
We got two
fuckers.
of the engines, so I think it's smaller than 46.
I was looking at prices on renting like a whole airplane, like with the private jet, whatever, right? With the crew and all that. And then you can get like a 737, like which is a huge ass plane. And I was looking at flights to Hawaii. You could get a one-way ticket a whole plane for like 100 grand.
Oh, that's
Why are
it.
you looking up renting a jumbo jet to fly to Hawaii?
Well, at first, what I wanted to do.
The leg room, dude.
He needs to be in international waters.
He just wants to do this.
At first, I wanted a small plane, just a small one, right? Because I thought it would be funny for a Money Masters course. We would, fly in a private plane, and then like we would have all the Janet Jackson like things. We're always talking and shit. It'll be fun. But then on this site that I came across, they had a huge like menu. It was like they had the small shit planes where you can borrow to fucking crop dust your fucking field. They had full on jets.
How much is that? How much is the crop dust?
That shit was chump change. I didn't even look at it.
I need one,
Fly to Hawaii in one of those things.
Santa Barbara and a chopper is like $2,400.
Oh, it's not crazy.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
How long does that take though?
Taking a chopper to Santa Barbara
Weren't
for
they,
$2,400? How does that even sound cool?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
That's romantic.
It's called Stinking Rewards, dumbass.
Weren't they supposed to do a helicopter Uber in LA? Did that ever come to you? I read an article years ago that was going to be like a real thing. I don't
I
know
think
if it ever
Kobe
happened.
tried it first.
Oh no!
But honestly though,
Did it work?
not really.
Well, the Uber part, maybe. I don't know.
But ever since the Kobe stuff, anytime you hear about a helicopter,
It just doesn't feel good.
dude.
Yeah, it just don't feel
I'm out.
good.
But before that tragedy happened, though, everyone thought he was boss for flying from home to the stadium to practice every day.
He's still boss.
Yeah.
He's still boss.
I was even sketched out
Actually,
the
he's-
little plane. Which one? The one we took.
We took a little plane?
The Jet Suite X.
Oh.
I don't know why, dude. Little
That
things.
thing's fast though.
No, I know, but little
Shake.
things.
It doesn't shake much.
No, it was great when I was on it, but thinking about it in my head, I was
Get on a
like,
propeller, bro.
yes, I think
The Cessna one?
scary.
they do not a Cessna, but they go propeller sometimes if you go like Sacramento, San Francisco, like something stupid small. That's sketchy. I don't like it.
I flew a Cessna in Hawaii. Man, that shit was one of the scary.
Or those water ones they'll do in like Alaska or
No,
Hawaii.
like it was just a regular runway propeller one.
But you can probably feel everything, huh?
Yeah.
You feel everything, dude, and you see everything because the windows are so small on a
Yep.
plane that you're just like, I'm in a tube, I'm cool, right? But when you have you could see the whole world, and you see the whole world getting smaller. Damn, dude, that's just scary,
The
dude.
commercial planes do small windows on purpose. Everyone's already nervous. If you had a big old thing, you'd probably be freaking out.
Nah, dude, they do it because they literally hate you. They don't want you to see anything nice. They don't want you to have a good time. They want you to be cramped.
You only get half a Diet Coke.
Yeah, come on.